Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lisa Wright, your demonstrator from Bowen Heads down near Geelong, Victoria. Today I'm going to demonstrate a technique called the black ice technique. I know lots of people have been doing this over the last little while, and last night and today we did it in our class, my technique classes, to get this most gorgeous icy technique. So these are the supplies that we need. So I've got our new Highland Heather, which is half an A4 sheet. So I'm just going to furnish the edges of that. We need, I've used the champagne foil. So this is 3 inches by 4 inches. We've got basic black, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and the real red 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, just to layer the card. Now it's totally up to you, but I decided, because one of the tips in the videos that I was watching was that you don't want your fingers to be touching the foil, because it can tamper with the effect, because we have oil on our fingers. So I am always all fingers, so I'm going to put on a glove. So the ink that I'm going to start with today is the Stays On ink. Okay, what I'm going to be using is the edge of this ink pad. And I'm going to tilt it up, and I'm just going to lightly, it's even ever so, it's too much, lightly run my ink down one side. You can actually, which I've lost my bit of paper, don't you love that? Here it is. You can mask it, which is what I should have done. So I'm going to flip that over so I can mask this side, and then I'm going to once again just run it along the edge. So it's almost, you're like just dragging, well, dragging seems to be a harsh word, but feather, dragging a feather. So there we go. Okay, so you can see I've probably got too much down the bottom, but the more you do it, the better you'll become. And we're going to use the Beautiful You stamp set. Gosh, I love this girl. So I like to bring, with the Stays On ink pad, I like to bring the ink to my stamp. And I'm just going to firmly, try not to rock it, because you know, it'll become blurry. All right, so now I'm going to quickly, using my heat gun, just important to dry off that Stays On. With the new heat guns that Stampin' Up have, they have a drying setting and a heating setting. So mine's the older style. So really important, if you get too close and you overheat, it will bubble and your paper will crumble, I guess, because the foil would be a plastic. So keep it moving. So now what I'm going to do with the Versamark is the same thing. I'm going to cover half of my foil sheet. Really important that you don't want that really harsh line. So half and half. So even if you, so here I've got more than half, but you want your ink pad to sit on top, and then you're going to have, it's sort of like a suction. You're going to wipe it down. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. It is, it just jumped there. I'll try and see if I can do it left-handed. Oh yeah, there you go. I didn't have to cross my arms all over the shop. Okay, and you see, I can see where I've, with the glove, I guess, you know, I can touch it or hold it on the sides. And that's another tip, you don't want it to go all here. I can just crisscross. Now what so this is the third piece that we completed in our class, but what I did, once I've put the Versamark on, I've used one of our blenders to colour in the umbrella. You can add it on afterwards, but I just loved the vibrancy. Okay, so next I'm going to get our clear embossing powder. Cover that. I'll leave that one there. Cover my ink pad back up. I'm going to shake that. I am going to just put this clear embossing powder back in because I've been known for it to go everywhere. So look at this. Oh, it's just stunning. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the heat embossing tool to set this. Wow, isn't that totally stunning? I hope you can see that with the light in here. So there you have it, done. I'll just show you. So then what I have done here is I mounted this beautiful champagne foil piece on top of the black card. Then I've mounted that onto the Real Red and the Highland Heather. So this is the finished product, and inside I've put the sentiment. Another sample that we made today using the You're Inspiring technique. It's just so beautiful. And the first sample that we used just to get used to the different technique is the musical sheet stamp set. And this is a good example of what not to do. So, you know, if you drag, that stays on down, you get lots of these lines. But I would suggest to go and have a play. It's really beautiful. You know, we've got the silver, the gold, the red, and oh, actually, we've got silver, gold. Oh no, the red must have been an older, a retired product. The copper and the champagne. So they just are gorgeous. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thank you for watching. Bye.